The shopper comes in with a coffee into the supermarket. She's a bit impulsive. Sometimes she needs another trolley. She likes the specials, but the kids call the shots. Both the shopper and the budget advisor are shopping for the same planned menu for the week. If she had remembered to stick to her budget amount for food, the list she made to cover her weekly menu, and the items she had to replace, and checked the weekly junk mail, if she'd cut down on things like biscuits, chippies, and stuff like that, the amount would have been less. Let's look at the average for potatoes, rice, pasta, bread, milk, margarine or butter, spread or jams, baking needs, sugar, cheese, wheat bix or porridge, and tea, coffee, spices and sauces. Then the average amount for meat, fish, frozen or tinned, chicken and eggs, and the average amount for fruit, vegetables, fresh, tinned or frozen, and lastly, the average amount for toilet rolls, cleaning products and personal toilet needs. Let's look at our budget advisor's amount she spent on a week of shopping for this family using the same list. $250 a week on shopping for this family using the same list. The secret is plain and simple. Fruit, mangoes, figellas, persimmons, replace these with apples, kiwi fruit and whatever is cheaper. And the frozen veg replaced with fresh again, whatever is cheaper per kilogram. The possibility of buying a refill dishwasher and fabric softener. 2 k's of loose carrots at $1.29 a k is better value than purchasing a 1.5 kilogram bag. 1 week you purchase some cleaning products and the next the personal toiletries. Once you have the staples, they do not go bad in a few weeks. Staples are sugar, flour, baking powder, spices and a small amount of powdered milk, breadcrumbs and croutons, and scone mix. You can make these. Plan the week's menu. Always take a list with the budgeted amount for groceries at the top. Check the specials in the weekly mailers. Mark the ones you need and use the discount vouchers. And never go to the supermarket hungry. Have breakfast or lunch and a coffee before. Leave the children at home, but if you must take them, give them a snack before you go. Use the coupons. And of course, common sense and flexibility comes into play here. If you can substitute frozen peas for frozen beans in a dish and save 45 cents with a coupon, then do that. The Wellington Yellow Pages phone book also has coupons. If you need that service, look on the back of the supermarket receipts. There are coupons there as well. We use the Otago University calculations, costs of feeding a family for each week. The basic cost assumes that all food will be prepared at home. It includes seasonal fruit and vegetables, frozen vegetables if cheaper, and then fresh at the lowest priced item, and includes most commonly eaten fruit, vegetables, lower priced meats, and fish and shellfish. For an example, to maintain a well-balanced diet, it should cost a minimum of. The moderate cost category allows for an increase in the variety of meat, fish, fruit, vegetables, and some convenience foods. This is available for people whose income can afford moderate food costs.
Hi Veronica, I see you've just finished doing your family shopping for the week.
I have.
How did that go?
I thought I did really well.
That's great. I'm Robin and I'm a budget advisor. Wondering if you'd be interested in maybe looking at where you might be able to save a few dollars.
I don't think I'd be able to save much.
Okay, it's quite simple really. It's just a matter of looking and comparing some of the things that you've bought to what might be perhaps cheaper. For example, your fruit juices. You've got three packets there, so that's 3 litres. I wonder how much that cost. They're $2 each, aren't they?
Yes.
Okay. For example, if you bought a concentrate, you've got 5 1-litre packs there, and that was $2.19. Packets of raisins, individual packs. Have you thought about perhaps buying a big bag of raisins, then divided a little lot up for each child each day? One of these might be too much for one child.
Very welcome.
That would reduce the cost down.
Yes.
Cheese. You've got your grated cheese and your cubes. Surely you've got a little bit of extra time that you can cut cubes from a block. Or get the kids to come and help you grate it. It'll work out a lot cheaper. Now, I see you've got a big pile of meat over there.
I do.
There's a lot of chicken there. Have you thought of maybe buying a whole chicken, cutting it up? You've got breast that you can use for a stir fry, makes it go further, and then you may not need quite so many drumsticks. Just stretches it. Your mince, I see, is your premium mince. Maybe you can not have the premium, have the ordinary mince. There's quite a big saving there. And another thing, just watch, you may have some beef mince, but you may have chicken mince. That often is much cheaper. Chicken mince. Less fat too, so healthy. Vegetables. A bag of carrots. Would you eat all of them? Why not just buy what you need for a week? It'll be better value for money. Potatoes? You can get washed ones there that are a lot cheaper than these premium gourmet ones. Just another idea. Your fruit? Buy what's in season.
Okay, thank you. See you tomorrow.
And it makes it much better. And look for the little apples for the children, and then they will eat them. I see you've got some apple crumble here. What about doing some baked apples? Bag of apples? Baked apples, some yogurt on it or something like that, just for a change. And you can get the children to help you. Your sauce. Nice sauce, very easy to do, but why not try making your own? Cans of tomatoes and some onion.
Yep.
Just as good as that. Some herbs. Cheaper version, cheaper option.
Would be. Yes.
Twinings tea. Nicer than the old Bill tea. They like it. Just a few tips as we go. We'll look at Cocoa Pops. Kids like this one.
They do.
That's a favourite? Okay. Compare with the Wheat Bix. This one's a lot better for you. Less sugar. And will probably go a lot further. And quite a difference in the price. Eggs, the Henergy ones, they're top of the range. They're the most expensive ones. Try getting one that's a little bit less expensive. Just as nice, still cage-free. Just a few things to look at. We'll look at the brands that you buy. Budget, Pam's, often a lot cheaper than branded Watties, for example. Check the contents, very similar in how much sodium and sugar in them. Just as nice. Just one thing. And another little trick is often You would think one big can would be cheaper than two small ones. It's not always. Often it is, but sometimes it's not. It's just another little trick to look out for. Now, just out of curiosity, I took the same shopping list around the shop, and my grand total, what was yours?
$561.70.
Mine was $277.10. I think there's a medium there somewhere that you could live with.
Definitely.
Just some few pointers to finish up with before you go shopping. Plan out your menu for the week so that you can write a shopping list. As things empty in your cupboard, put them on the shopping list. Check the specials in the handouts that come in the mail. They print them for you, you might as well use them. Never go to the supermarket when you're hungry. And if you can avoid it, don't take the children, because you know what they're after. With these pointers and the tips picked up earlier, next week's shop should be a lot easier and maybe a lot cheaper at the checkout.